Freddie,
Hey,
please share with us a bit of history about our musical relationship and your personal relationship with your instruments.
right. Interesting. Funny you should ask. What unites us in the first place is we come from a common place, Uruguay in South America, where the music is tango, some folklore, and candombe. So we have that in common even before we met each other, even before we started making music together. Uh, you are from Montevideo, which is the capital. Half of the population of the 3 million are in the capital where everything happens. I'm a country boy. I was born in far away, uh, devoid of contact with people or kids, children. Well, I had with my little brother, and I had the radio playing tango, classical music, folklore, and I didn't know that music was made by musicians that played instruments. I thought it was, I didn't know what to think. Maybe it was like the rain or the wind, a natural phenomenon. And it wasn't until much later that I came to realize. But about that time, I was already improvising music in my head, okay? So when I came to the conclusion that music was done with instruments, played by musicians, it blew me away, and I became a musician even before I ever saw a band or anything like that. So, in terms of uh, these amazing on point instruments, um, uh, they, um, they befriend you. You know, that's what I look for in an instrument. I look for a certain chemistry that occurs, and it does or it doesn't. And you also need to have a number of discrete different tones, different uh, uh, voices, um, so that you match or you interact what the rest of the musicians are doing, okay? And then at the flip of a switch, you go into a different character, so to speak, a different voice. And these instruments are very discreetly giving you the possibility of all this vocabulary of tones. So they're great.
Well, good. So, you want to play something?
Well, funny, for some reason, 12-string guitar, and I think you guys were talking about this earlier, uh, is an uncharted or quasi-uncharted instrument when it comes to jazz music. So it's associated with, the folky part of, with the exception of, I don't know, 40 years ago, the Mahavishnu Orchestra and Larry Coryell, and I hear that Joe Pass did an old 12-string jazz record.
Oh.
So, hint, hint, jazz players. Uh, and yeah, for some reason it takes you to.
You don't come easy.
Huh?
No.
They Don't Come Easy. It's a George Harrison tune that Ringo Starr recorded. And so, in that aspect, I really like this guitar. The other factor that, by pure coincidence, I liked the fact that the low sounding string is on top as opposed to on the bottom. So when you do a downstroke, you can control the amount of the octave that you're producing.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.